Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 6 of our Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Randomizer. I am Nitro6003. In today's episode, we are starting another seed. This is not a mystery seed. This is a all dungeons, full key sanity seed. No Randomizer, no nothing. Just full key sanity with all dungeons. So we do have to eventually climb Castle Tower. We do eventually have to beat Aghanim both times. We have to beat all the dungeons: Eastern, Desert, Hera, Pods, Swamp, Skullwoods, Thieves Town, etc., etc. And there's our first sword. Kind of in its vanilla spot. This episode here today will be about 25 minutes. And we're not going to do the escape yet because I have reasons for not wanting to do escape yet. Because, first of all, I like to sometimes route in Aghanim, or at least the first chest in Aga Tower, if I can. And so if you notice, the bottom of the screen will tell you what you have and what you don't. So what's kind of cool is you're told the whole way what you have and what you don't. So it's really nice. What's interesting in a seed like this, when you have to do everything, is obviously Aghanim is required. Obviously, finding all the Castle Tower keys is terrible, because other than Lumberjack, they could almost be almost anywhere. The first one could be, the two could be literally and figuratively anywhere. It's the one item that can literally and figuratively be anywhere in the world, other than right there, because you need it to unlock the second door. And obviously you can't steal a key from another dungeon to do it. If this was retro mode, you could do that. Then you could do Aga whenever you want, which is kind of, I guess, up to you. When I do all dungeons normally, I try really hard to line it up so I do Castle Tower at the very end, if I can, but it doesn't always work out that way. So yeah, the chances of us not having a full inventory are slim. The chances of us not having everything when we leave this game is probably pretty slim also. And, with a normal enemy rotation around, it's not going to be that terrible of a game. And the reason I chose to not do an Randomizer or something like that is because I figured this was enough of a difference. We've done full key sanities before. We have not done all dungeon key sanities before. And the thing for me is I really wanted to try to do something that was different. And so that's where I came up with the idea to do this. We have not done an inverted seed yet, which is interesting. We don't have the money for anything right now, which is kind of sad. So we're going to probably have to do a lot of the Kakariko checks over and over again, since we have not have any money. And we could do Houlihan, I guess, if we don't get money, and get money. But that kind of wastes time at this point. So let's see what Blind's Hut has. Hopefully it has bombs in it. That would be really, really nice. All right, 20 bucks there. All right, more money. That's good. Good. Keep bringing it on. What is this, vanilla? No, it's not. I said that because in the vanilla game, those are all 20s. It's really interesting. So since we have to come back here anyway, we'll check everything but the bottle vendor, and then we'll go by, because hopefully there's bombs here. A triple bomb pack is really kind of all I need to get started with bombs, because I know where to get bombs in Kakariko for free. So let's see what we get. Compass of Pod, Heart Piece, Master Sword. Okay, that makes the first chest in Aga Tower were in logic already. So still no sign of bombs. Okay. We need bombs. I don't want to buy from him, because if he doesn't give me bombs, I'm screwed. So we're gonna go buy bombs, and then we'll go back and recheck everything that we just unchecked. All right, so we have Master Sword already. Getting swords in this mode is also not unheard of. We'll come back and check Chicken Coop in a minute, but this has been one of the driest Kakarikos I've ever seen in the time I've been playing Link to the Past randomizers. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And again, we can always do Houlihan if we have to get money. I'm not worried ultimately, because there's tons of money in the game, and there's a 20 there, so we can at least check bottle vendor now. So we can at least check that. Hopefully he gives us something of value. Usually he doesn't. You know what? Again, in a key sanity, nothing is a bad check. Nothing is a check that says to me, oh, I should definitely skip this. It doesn't work that way in key sanity. An item I'm hoping to get early is the lamp, though, because the lamp, even though, although I wouldn't mind getting the, yeah, oh, there's the tempered sword. That would make boss fights easier. As we're still on green mail though, and 4 hearts. But what's kind of cool going forward is that there's still a big unknown in this seed. And that's probably one of the most expensive bombs I'll ever get. Is the unknown factor of a seed like this is kind of cool. Got the chicken clip rather as well. So there's no silly or bad check in seeds like this. Everything is worth it to you to check, because you really need to know where everything is. So we already have the tempered sword, so that's a good thing. I was thinking about if I'd like to eventually do an Randomizer full boss rush as well, with you know, in a key sanity also, and I might do that eventually. And I might do inverted too, because that would be the last thing that we haven't done of the modes that I know how to do. So I think what you'll see in episode number 7, before we go back to our mystery seeds of things you've already seen, is I think we're going to do an inverted entrance. Oh, we haven't done entrance randomizer, so that's kind of a thing also. So I got to think of like what we can do in this, so it's not a terrible thing. All right, so we're going to save and quit now. We do have the mushroom if we want to check that. So we do have the tempered sword, which is nice. We don't have a glove. I'm not gonna go. I could go South Shore, but I kind of like the idea of going to the north first. Now again, if you as you go through the seed, you're given check marks of things you have. So as you can see, I have 1 check mark already with a big key, and that's the big key that I have already. So what you need to do is you need to eventually have all the check marks. And you might have keys left over, depending on your routing and how good you are and stuff like that. And actually having tempered sword is not a bad thing. And I'm gonna start saving up because I'm gonna eventually need to do a Zora run. And I don't always love doing Zora. So the only things that do not change no matter what you do in a full key sanity is the guards that have the keys will still have the keys. So if this was Randomizer, it would be whatever enemy they put in there. And you just have to consider this similar enough to the vanilla game where you still need things to do things. Like Quake, for example. So you see I have a check mark under Hyrule Castle. I have a 1 there. And that 1's about to go away because I just got the key. So see that 1 now goes away. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a death warp to check out the first chest in Castle Tower also. Because we could do that pretty easily. So... Oh, that was a nice bomb. And yeah, this guy will always have the big key to this dungeon. So this first video will be a little shorter than normal, just because I have a meeting when I would normally be ending this. So I'm gonna stop this one at 25 minutes instead of the normal 30 to 45 minutes. I usually give myself in a key sanity or an entrance randomizer, usually 30 to 40 minutes because 30 to 45, because it's just, for me, it's just easier to go back and write down all the notes at once rather than trying to remember one thing or another. So this first chest is in logic, and that's it. And it's trash. So I'm gonna save and quit and go South Shore. That sounds a lot nicer. Alright, so for Dark World access, we either need 2 Castle Tower keys, a lamp, and a lamp for Aghanim access, or the big thing that we would still need to do is we would need a glove, a hammer, and the moon pearl in order to have Dark World access through hammer areas, or we need 2 gloves and a moon pearl. So those are just some things that we have to keep in mind as we go through this. There's a small key to Thieves Town, 20 bucks. A mirror, oh, that's nice to get. I like getting the mirror. The 10 bomb drop, and 5 bucks. So, like, if you were gonna do the normal routing here, if you start from Link's house and go south after you got that thing, you know, it's kind of nice what we got. Oh, there's 4 bomb drops in the pool too, and you could definitely very easily fake flipper when it's normal enemies. It's when it's Randomizer you don't want to be fake flippering ever, because you'll die a miserable, horrible death because you just can't swim as fast as the enemies can move. So you just don't want to do that. Oh, so I see these guys have the 20 rupees in there. Cool. Yeah, we'll do a save and quit after this because it's just too many screens to walk back from. But this ice rock cave is something that people usually wait till the last minute, and I just don't like to do that. And it was trash anyway. We're slowly running out of spots. Not totally, but we're slowly running out of places to go. We still have Eastern. We still have that mushroom. We still have some cool things to do, obviously. So we're not totally out of luck yet. And something will pop up. I promise. Something will pop up. So we're going to do this check here into Agina's check as well. And another piece of heart. So we're up to 5. And let's see what happens when we drain the swamp. Yeah, so it's really now Agina. Yeah, we'll leave those bombs there. Don't need them. So it's Agina and Eastern. And the beginning of Eastern. That's kind of it. Sort of. Kind of. Yeah, we'll do another save and quit after we do Agina. Before we go to Eastern. And yeah, we still have the mushroom, which we can fake flipper to. That's one of the easier fake flippers, and one that you should definitely learn. Is the one up to that area. Alright, off to Eastern we go. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to Eastern now. Without a bow, obviously we don't have the big key. Could be bad. Could be good though, too. I was gonna go down, but I decided not to. So we're gonna check Sahashla's closet, and then we're gonna check Eastern. Unless Sahashla's closet has awesome things, which would give me Dark World access, which would be cool too. We're gonna get off in about 5 more minutes, so let's see what we can do in that 5-minute time period. And we'll ask Sahashla what a green pendant is. $20. A key to Misery Mire. And a glove. Alright, well that puts the back of the escape in logic. Alright, where is the green pendant? It is in desert. Okay, so we now know where one of the pendants are. And he will put it on your map as well, too. So with that, we definitely have more things that we can do. Now we can do the back of the escape. Still can't do Dark Cross yet. I can't. But without the big key, I'm trying to think, is this whole walk going to be worth it? Let's see. Let's see what we can. Let's just do whatever part of Eastern we can. There's at least a couple of chests that we could check. Let's at least check them. And then we'll save and quit. Knowing that we didn't clear out Eastern. There's no way, unless it's big key for this dungeon, bow and lamp, or bow and fire rod. That would be the only way we could technically clear this dungeon. So we're just about to be done here in this dungeon, no matter what. Oh wait, I can't go that way. I don't have the hook shot. I wouldn't mind the flute. Wouldn't mind the flute. That would give me mountain access. Well, there is access to desert, which we already know is something, and we have the small key. We don't have the boots for the torch though, which is kind of sad. But there's really not that we're gonna break anything by getting the one chest in the dark rooms, but I'm gonna show how to do the dark room in Eastern. The one dark room that's easy. So this way, if you're trying to learn it, I'm gonna try to explain it to you. Unless we get the lamp here, which would kind of be cool. It is not the lamp. Okay, so we have 2 more minutes. Let's do this one last check. And again, we can't finish this dungeon anyway without the big key. And it doesn't kind of matter. So we're just about out of time anyway here in this episode. Because like I said, I have a meeting that I have to go to. So see, now I'm in the room already. So now I'm in the room here. And there's the key. And now we're out. And that's it. That's basically it's straight. And then it's a U, and then straight. That's kind of the easiest way to describe it, I think. We really don't have a lot of extra health to be throwing around at the moment, so I normally would damage boost into here, but... And there's our powder, so we don't have to save the mushroom. All right, so join me next time as we continue on. I'm gonna save and quit. And we're going to start from, I'll decide next time where we're going to start. And in the next episode, we're going to continue on in this Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, all dungeons, full key sanity, Seed. I'm Nitro6003, and I'll see you guys all next time.